Welcome to Let's Just with Ohunnla, hosted by Ohunnla. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Oluwasegun. Also, welcome to Let's Just with Ohunnla. In today's episode of Let's Just with Ohunnla, we'll be talking about things to know as a fresher, or better still, my advice to freshers. Because basically, I'll be talking about my 100 level experience in terms of academics, my social activity, spiritual, networking with people, activities basically like that. So I'll be talking about my own experience in 100 level. And in this video, before I did this video, I asked people who have passed the 100 level stage. So I asked them that what would be the advice to freshers if they were to actually talk to them. So I asked a number of people questions so I can also add it to this video. So if you're a fresher or aspiring to get to university this year or next year or whenever, this is for you. And this is not only limited to those in my school. This is not limited to those in Nigeria too. You can watch it anywhere if you want to go to either a private school or a public school, a federal school, state university, either way. So let's get into it. So when I was in 100 level, or basically before I got to 100 level, I knew that I was going to come to this school. Yeah, so basically, in Nigeria, we write JAMB and WAEC. I think they do that too in some places. So after I wrote my JAMB and my WAEC and everything, I went for my screening. And before my screening, since I've already filled it in my JAMB form that I was going to JABU. JABU is Joseph Ayo Babalola University. That is the school I attend, and I am studying international relations. Yeah, I am a student. So I went to Instagram, I checked for the school, I went to their social media page, I went to their accounts for different departments, accounts for law, accounts for nursing, accounts for my own course, international relations. I started following some of the departmental accounts, and then I started following the school itself even before I got admission. And that was, I started following them SS2, then later on SS3. Yeah, so I started following them. So before I got to the school, when I finally got admission and they sent an email that I have gotten my admission, I already saw someone on Instagram who I happened to connect with. Yeah, she is a law student, so she told me so many things about the school, about Joseph Ayo Babalola University, Jabu. She told me a lot about the school, what to expect, or bring this is how the hostels are, and the likes like that. So she told me about it. So getting to school, I was not surprised. Also, another person knew that I was coming to this school, so she connected me with her sister. So getting to Jabu, I was not surprised about some things, especially the rooms, how our wardrobe looked like. So I didn't complain about some things because it was something that they've already told me about. So I was not caught unaware like that. So yeah. Then when I finally got to school, I met other people from my department. I met with seniors. It was also basically I met most of them online actually. I met most of them online. People that I first became very close to. I met them online, as in my seniors, those in 300 level, those in 200 level. So when I got to school, all I did was just to build a very good relationship with them, intimate relationship with them, and also that was, I think that should be my 100 level experience in a nutshell. No, not that. That was not all actually. Yeah, we had other activities. We had freshers dinner. Yeah, freshers party. Sorry, freshers party, freshers days, freshers orientation program days, memorial lectures, and that. If you're attending a private school, it is normal for those things to happen, and I think it happens in other schools too, basically. Before I got to school, or while I was preparing to go to university, I had a purpose in mind. I had a goal in mind that okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to achieve. I did not allow anything to distract me. Yeah, I did not allow anything to distract me. At first though, I was quite distracted because of some of the friends I had at the beginning. Like it was very, very early. Yeah. So at the beginning, but later on I found my own people. Later on I found my own people both in academics, in socials, then um spiritual, I think I've said academics here. I found my own people and then I got it right. So but the distraction was not like much distraction. The first day I got to school, at first the environment was very strange to me. I'm laughing because I just visualized it. I just remembered. The environment was so strange to me. I was like, where am I? I want to go back. I want to go back. I want to go with my mom and my daddy. Oh my god. So I finally got to my room. When I got to my room, I said, is this my room? Like, it was just so strange to me. And in the evening, there was no light. Well, that was because, we're just coming, so some things wouldn't be put in place yet. So I was so scared. And that evening when I slept, I was just like, God, I beg. God help me. I was actually very scared, but then the next day I got used to the environment. Third day, then spending 1 month. At first, I was reacting to some things. I had skin reaction, but that was because it's my first time in school. But later on, I all those skin reactions left, and then I got used to the environment. So the first thing I'll be talking about in our video for today will be on academics. So it is very very important to have a goal in mind if you want to do well academically. It is very very important to have a goal in mind. For example, some people, their goal will be to that at the end of this semester they want to get a 5.0 for CGPA. Yeah, cumulative grade point average or something. Yeah, CGPA. CGPA. That will be their goal, to get a 5.0. And you know that you cannot actually get a 5.0 at the end of the semester if you don't start from the beginning of the semester. If you are getting a 3 points in first semester, then you are getting a 4 points in second semester, it is not possible for you to get a 5.0 at the end. I doubt if you would even get a 4 points actually. It just depends. I doubt if you get a 4 points, but sometimes you can actually get a 4 points. So it is very very important to have a goal in mind, because sometimes if you have a goal in mind, for example, if your goal is to get 5.0 at the end of the semester, most times one thing or the other will make you not to actually get that 5.0, but you actually still be on track. You may still be on first class. And if your goal is also to get the second class upper at the end of the semester, you should plan it well. Yeah, I believe that as a fresher or as a 100 level student, at the end of the semester, you shouldn't have anything less than 4.0. Yes, should not have anything 4.0. You should not have anything less than 4.0, because that is your beginning. And if you are standing very well at the beginning of your semester, at the beginning of the semester, which is first semester, second semester of 100 level, when you get to 200 level, it will not be hard for you. Even if you want to build it, if you want it to go higher, it will be very easy for you. But if you are starting very low, if you are having a 3 points, 2 points, and then you want to build it, it's very very possible, but it will be very stressful. It will be tough. You would have to let go of some things and then focus on your academics. So it is very important to have a goal in mind academically, that okay, this is what I want to get at the end of the semester. This is the point I want to reach. I want to get the first class. I want to get the second class upper. So one, it is very very important to have a goal in mind. Then two, no man is an island. Yes, you cannot do it on your own. What do you know? You're just coming to school. You've not experienced anything. Secondary school is not it's not the same as university. I mean, while we're in secondary school, we're very very competitive. No, it's only me that wants to get it. I want to get 90%. Nobody. Even while your friends are coming to meet you for help, you don't want to help them, because you want to be the only one getting first position all the time. University is not like that though. If you are here and you're like that and you want to do like that in university, I'm sorry for you, because you can't do that. In university, this thing is actually teamwork. It's not as if all of you would team together to get first class for somebody. That's not what I'm trying to say. But you need the help of people. You need the help of your friends, of good friends, like-minded friends. You need the help of seniors, like myself. I first met my president. I had the first assignment that they gave me in first semester, 100 level. So that assignment, I was confused. I didn't even know where to start from. So I went to use ChatGPT. I used a lot of things, but it was as if I was not getting my answer correctly. So I don't know him before, so but I chatted with him because I saw his number from our departmental group chat. So I said, please, can you help me with this? So he actually helped me. Then from there, I knew how to do my own assignments and then tests and the rest like that. So it is very, very important to meet with seniors, meet with people that you know that okay, these people are actually good academically, these people are sound academically. Ask them for that's too. So the first thing I said is to have a goal in mind. What do you want to achieve at the end of the semester? What do you want your CGPA to be? Then the second thing that I've said now is to meet with seniors. No man is an island. Meet with seniors, ask them for questions, ask them to explain things to you because you cannot do it on your own. Even if you understand, self, you need more understanding. Yes, I remember one course that was giving me issues in 100 level. Only God knows how many times I read that course. I read it first time, I jotted. Second time I read it, I was like, I've read this thing before, I still jotted. So it does not matter how many times you read it, you still have different points, different ideas. And I'm this kind of person that if you come to meet me to explain something to you, if I've explained it and then you are explaining back, I hear another kind of explanation from you. If I hear another kind of explanation from you, rather, I'll keep it in my head or I'll write it somewhere. So I know that I wrote it down because everybody literally has a different definition to something. The way you would write your own details and explanation in the exam is not the same way I would write it. So if you ask me to explain something to you and I'm like, okay, now that I've explained, say what I said, and then you are like, you make a different point out of it, but something similar to what I said, I'll pick from it. I don't know if that is selfishness, but either way, I'll pick from it and then write it somewhere. So it is very, very important to ask seniors for questions to explain to you. Then the first thing to do is to ask for past questions. That still falls under asking seniors for help anyway. Ask for past questions. Meet the librarian of your department. Ask for past questions that, oh, what is the past question to this? I think that is what helped me too. Yeah, it helped me to some extent because when I got to school, I was like, where is past question? I need past question. Even though I haven't really started lectures then. It was just like I needed past questions. But later on, I got past questions, but not really in it. But it still actually helped me. So that's the first thing to do. Then the fifth thing to do is to have a timetable, a reading timetable, personal timetable, apart from the lectures. Have a personal timetable that you can organize on your own. Do you want to? Are you the type that reads only two courses, in a day? If you read only 2 courses in a day, it's like that. You can read 3 courses in a day, go ahead. And if you can read 4 courses in a day, go ahead too. So know what works for you. Yeah, that would be the word. Know what works for you. Then organize your timetable well in a way that it works for you. And how many hours can you read for? Some people can read for 2 hours and they can read like 5 topics within that 2 hours or more than. That is how some people's brain actually work. Meanwhile, you spend 2 hours reading just a topic from that course. It is very possible. That does not mean that you are not brilliant. It just happens to be that you are a slow learner. And if you know that you are actually a slow learner, make sure you start reading early. Because some people read 2 weeks before exam. Instead of getting first class, you you go ahead and read 2 weeks before exam. You will not get first class, so you just fail. So set the timetables. I think I've said like 5 years. Set the timetable, then know what works for you. Yeah, know what actually works for you. Is he reading early? Is he reading 2 books per day? Is he reading 3 books per day or 3 courses per day? Know what works for you. Some people read in the evening, and then some people read in the evening. They can read in the evening till the next day. Yeah, some people can read like that. Some people can read only in the morning, and some people they don't have a particular time they read. They can read anytime. Yeah, that is why I said you should know yourself, because you don't know how people actually read except you go to their hostels or you go to their rooms. Because I remember when I was in secondary school, there's this friend of mine. He would play. I don't used to join him to play anyway. He would play and play and play and play. And then when exam comes, this is what he's writing. Of course, I'll be writing too because I don't follow him to play. But see the rest of those the rest of those people that followed him to play, oh, they're on their own. Literally, they're actually on their own. So know what works for you. Yeah, know what works for you. Read early. Start reading early. Whether you are the type of person that reads 2 weeks before exam and you still get first class, still read early. Actually, read early. Yes. And then prioritize rest too. prioritize rest to eat very well. I'm this type of person that if I've not eaten, like if I'm very hungry and my stomach is disturbing me, my eyes begins to turn me. I feel very dizzy, so I won't be able to read. Even if I don't feel dizzy, I'll still feel weak, so I won't be able to read. So most times before I read, I make sure that I've actually eaten something. That I've eaten anything. I shall make sure that I've eaten something before I read. So it is very important to eat before you read. And if you are the type that can read without eating, that is you. So people are actually different. So that is academics. I remember when I remember when we had our first exams first semester. Myself and my friend, we did not sleep. We could not sleep at all. We could not sleep at all. We were awake for the whole day. Okay, we'd go for a class and then come back. We were awake. We couldn't sleep. Even sometimes when I'm like feeling this, wake up. Don't you know that? So we actually spent a lot of time reading. Although later on, I think I had issues with one course, but I did not have a carryover anyway. Because the lecturer, yeah, some lecturers too. Some lecturers can be very, very funny. They won't come to class at all. I did not say it happened in my school. Yeah, I do not use this against me. So some lecturers can be very funny. They may not come to class. Yeah, so if you know the name of the course, you can go ahead to meet seniors for that course, so they'll give it to you. And if they don't have it, you can check online for something similar so that you can start reading, so that even when the lecturer comes later on, you'll be able to understand. Then moving on to socials, I saw something on Instagram from somebody I know that second semester is a shaky semester. I think I would add the video to this video. After this, I'll add it. Second semester is a shaky semester.
Second semester is a shaggy semester. Shaggy and second semester are like this, and I would know. I just finished one. But if second semester were to be a movie trailer, this is kind of what I think it will sound like. Now,
In a school where sanity is put to the test, light and water scarce when you need it the most, Shige level increased by 50%. Will distract you with so many social events, you forget yourself. And your boyfriend might even break up with you. And just when you thought it was safe, exams creep up on you. Term papers and assignments are piling up, and the pressure mounts. Second semester, Rise of Shige. Now showing in cinemas worldwide. Would you watch it?
Second semester is filled with a lot of activities. I will not lie to you. It's filled with a lot of activities. Departmental dinner. In that week of departmental dinner, on Monday there will be picnic day. Tuesday there will be masquerade day. Wednesday there will be color day. Then Thursday will be jeans day. They'll try to do everything your departmental week like that. Then Saturday will not fall under dinner day. Sunday now you will go to church. It happens to be that I attend a faith-based university. Yeah, owned by CSC, Christ Apostolic Church. So my school really prioritizes our spiritual life. Like you must come to chapel, and chapel, if you can miss attendance, if you can miss any attendance, minus whatever percent, at least you must have 70%. Yeah, to qualify that okay, finally, that at least this person came to chapel. If you are having 50%, my dear watchers, because you are going for rehab, that is how my school is. But some people's school don't really prioritize chapel. So back to my socials. So social activities is going to be a lot. For my first semester, I won't say there was a lot of social activities. But even though I didn't really attend a lot, I just attended the freshers party. Then after the freshers party, I think I attended one other one. But I didn't really attend much social activities. Moving on to second semester, which I didn't know was a shaggy semester. I just heard it anyway. So second semester was filled with a lot of activities, like I said. I only attended 2. In fact, 1.5. Because the one I attended fully was the dinner, which was not really given anyway. The second one I attended, the half. I just went there to see what are they even doing there. Let me just branch. So I just went there to see, and then I left because it was not really my thing. I'm not really party person. But I like going for events, but not too much party and then like that. So it is not necessary to go for social activities. If it is not important, don't go. Because for some people, social activities can actually distract them. It can distract them. If you are the type that social activities can distract you from getting good grades, please don't go. It's not by force to go. It's not everybody that will meet their future husband in school. But that doesn't mean you should not have a good social life. At the same time, have a good social life with people. Meet with people, smile, always smile. Always smile when you are going to class. Always smile when you are walking. Child, don't frown. Mm-mm. Don't frown. Yeah, don't frown. I don't know how to frown right now. Even though I used to frown sometimes, but I don't know how to frown. Yeah, I wanted to demonstrate frowning. So don't frown. Always smile. Be very approachable. That when you're walking on the road or walking around, people can just say hi to you. Even if later on you may cut off some relationships. But it's very important to be a very approachable person. Always smile. Have that kind of feeling. Have this kind of attitude of someone who is approachable. You understand? So it's very important to be approachable. So what again would I add to social life? I would say that you should choose your friends wisely. Yeah, I would add friends on that socials. Choose your friends wisely. Um, your academic friend may not necessarily be your social friend. Your academic friend also may not necessarily be your spiritual friend. Like people you can pray with, and then your spiritual friends too may not necessarily be your academic friends. But there are some friends that fall under academic and spiritual. They go together, and some you have to make academic friends, you have to make spiritual friends, you have to make social friends. I have a friend that if I want to go for maybe school activity, I feel like going, I'll call this person, I'll call her, let's go together now. I have friends that if I want to read, they may not even necessarily be from your department. I mean, we know law students to be very good readers. They read a lot. It happened to be that my roommates, one was a law student, the other one was a nursing student, then the other one was an English student. So that nursing and law students, when they are reading, even if I'm not in the mood to read, there is no way I'll not read, because when they read, I just look at them. What am I using what am I using my life to do if I'm not reading? So you understand. Then it is important to have spiritual friends. At first, I did not have any friends I can actually pray with or study the Bible with. I'll be like, did you hear this message from this social person? But later on, I had a lot of them that some even called me to pray that they have a group. So it is important to know the kind of friends you want. Then have a good attitude. Honestly, bad attitude would not pay you. Understand that we all have our own flaws. Not everybody has the perfect behavior. But in as much as we all have our own flaws and nobody has a perfect behavior, it is very good to have a good behavior. Very, very good to have a good behavior. Yeah, because if you have a good behavior, I doubt if there will be someone among you or around you who is your friend that will have a bad attitude. Even if they have a bad attitude, it will not be that much and it will not really show. So be a good friend, because if you want a good friend, you also have to be a good friend. If you want um um someone who is good academically, even if you are not good, but you have to be good to a point, because you cannot be a parasite, you cannot be stagnant. In as much as they are adding value to you, you also have to add value back to them. So moving on to spiritual activities. Yeah, spiritual activities. Like I said, my school is a faith-based school or faith-based university, Joseph Babala University. Let me tell you what we do in our school. The best school ever. Which is true. I'm not actually lying, but I'm not capping, but I actually like the school. We don't wear trousers. Yeah, we don't wear trousers. We don't do much makeup. Yeah, it has to go simple. Simple, like what is on my. Don't even do makeup. Yeah, just lip gloss. But it has to be like something natural. We don't do too much. You can't just fix your lashes anyhow. And then don't wear big earrings. I think this is still acceptable. Yeah, something like this is acceptable. But something bigger than this is not actually acceptable. Yeah, you wear only skirts. You wear gowns. What again? That's all. Even if you're wearing trousers, that's being in your hostel. People sneak to bring trousers. They actually sneak it inside. But, let's leave that money. Yeah. Then that is what we do. Also, you have to be with your Bible. You have to buy the CSC Gospel Hymn book. You have to buy CSC Sunday school Bible study. Mondays there is Bible. Wait, yeah, Monday there is Bible study. Wednesday is community service. Friday is tarry night. Sunday is yeah, chapel celebration service. So that is how it is. And if you happen to be a worker, without workers meeting, no, like mad. Some people have workers meeting on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. I don't know how to do it, but in my own, I only have workers meeting on Wednesday. I think only Wednesday from my own department that I joined in chapel. That's all. So it is very important sometimes to join um, a department if you can handle it too. If you can handle it, you can go ahead. But if you can't handle being a worker in chapel and then academics, don't go for it. Oh. Don't go. I'm telling you, don't go. But if you can handle it, no problem. I joined in a unit. I joined the worker, became a worker, sorry, in second semester. Yeah, second semester. That period, that was when I became a worker. So it didn't really affect any part of me. Besides, it was not something that was very clumsy, too bulky for me. So it was very easy, simple, steady. Yeah, so that is it. Then another thing I want you to know in your spiritual life, it's not an activity. Your spiritual life is that you cannot do it on your own unless God helps you. There is this song that says, "There is no me without you." Yeah. So you cannot actually do it on your own. You need the help of God. Pray. If you don't understand something, pray to God. If you're having issues, pray to God. If you're having issues with people, pray to God. Let Him know how you feel. If you are struggling with it, because like I'll use myself as an example. When I was in 100 level, there was this course. This woman, she made her course look so hard, very hard. I even doubted if I would ever get in that woman's course because the way she would write out our test, tear out the sheet of paper. We're having tests today, and I'm like, because even when I'm reading the course, not as if I even understand what I'm reading. So she made that course look so hard, and I told God that God, this thing is actually very hard for me. I don't even understand what I'm reading. God made it easy for me. He helped me, and I also met people who understand the course, and that is why, see, phone is important. You don't just use phone for browsing alone. You can use it to make research on that particular topic. You can use it to make research on anything. So I also used my phone to make research on different things. So God is actually, don't leave God out of the picture. Let Him be involved in the picture. Yeah, don't leave God out of anything. Let God be involved in your social life. Let God be involved in your academics. Let God be involved in every area of your life. He's even interested in every area of your life. So let Him be involved in it, because God is the only one that can help you. Yeah. So another thing I would like to say is that don't forget where you are coming from. When I was coming to school, Jesus, they rang these words in my ear. I apologize in case you are not Yoruba or you are not Nigerian. That means remember the place you are coming from. Remember the child of whom you are. I don't even know. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Remember where you are coming from. Remember who gave birth to you. Just basically saying, don't forget your background. Don't forget how you left this home. Don't forget things. Don't, for example, some people are not really, their parents are not really having money, but they are opportunity to go to a kind of school, maybe a big school, for example. And then when they get there, because of how they see people spending money, lavishing money, some people's parents are giving them allowance of 100,000 per month, per week. Yes, there are people like that. So you want to form big girl, you want to form big boy. So you're buying chicken every day. You're just spending money on things that are not actually important. So that is, in that case, you can see that that child has already forgotten his or her background. The child has forgotten where he or she is coming from. So they rang those words in my ear. In fact, I became tired. I was like, what? I've heard. Remember where you're coming from. Okay, I'll remember. Yeah, so it's very important to not forget where you're coming from. Do not follow multitudes to do evil. Don't join them to do what they are doing. If you know that your parents are giving you 30,000 naira per month as allowance, spend it very well. It's not every day you buy chicken. Yeah, it's not every day you buy chicken. Even if you have the money to buy chicken, self, let's set a particular day for it. Okay, I'll buy chicken on Sunday. I won't buy. So people can, and there are some people there. I had someone in my hostel that her parents brings provisions for her almost every month, maybe every month or every week. I don't know, maybe every month or every 2 months. So people are actually different. Don't say because this person is doing like this, let me copy. Remember your identity. Remember who you are. Remember where you are coming from. Remember the kind of home you are coming from. So don't do more than yourself. Be simple. Don't do more than yourself. Don't do more than yourself. Don't be too um. Don't be everywhere. Don't be too everywhere. Don't be too jim jim. What's the word? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Don't be too jim jim that you're running about doing everything, doing everything, doing everything. Yeah, be simple. Some people are asking questions like, when I get to my school, when I get to university, how am I going to mingle with my roommates? How am I going to say hi to people? How am I going to meet people? How am I going to like the food they are cooking in the school? How am I going to this? How am I going to that? How am I going to like the environment? So first of all, it is not necessary that you you don't have to like the environment since you are there, but later on you have to like it. I said you don't have to like the environment since you are there, because me, when I got to school, it was as if the environment was strange. I was just like, where am I? That was how it felt to me. But later on, because I got used to school, I got used to sleeping on my bed, I got used to my roommates. You know, you'll be used to it later and you would fall in love with it. So it's not a must that at the beginning you have to like the environment. Even people that their school is very fine, so they don't say like the environment. So it is not necessary that you like the environment. But as time goes on, you get used to it. Of course, you get along with your roommates. You get along. There are some roommates that have strong head, they are very stubborn because of one thing or the other. They may not want to talk to you. You may have issues with your roommate at first, but just be you. Be nice, okay? Be nice. Don't be too wicked. Don't be wicked at all. Oh, hi, my name is this. What is your name? Where are you coming from? May I know you? You know, that kind of thing. And if they are not um nice, if they are not nice to you, or if they are not giving you that energy back or that same energy, you can still go on. And if they're not still giving you that same energy, move on, do your own thing. That is what me I would say. I don't like forcing relationship on people. If people are not interested, I don't like forcing it on them. And if later on would be close, God knows how it's going to do it. But that I want you to be my friend by force and then you are giving me this attitude, I would rather leave you. So that's what I would say. And then another thing I would say is that it's not necessary that your roommates have to be your bestie. Yeah, it is not necessary. Your roommates are your roommates. They if it is that they are going to be your friends or your close friends, then it is fine. It is very possible for your roommates to also be your close friend. And sometimes it is not necessary that your roommates are going to be your best friends. When you get to 200 level, it's not that same roommates that will be in your room. You'll be splitted. For example, in my school now, law students are in a particular block, nursing students are in another block, international relations students, political science students are in a block. So they would put you with your people. So why are you going to be fighting all the time when these people are not even going to be in your room later on? So it is very important to have a good have a good relationship with people. It is very, very important to let people know that okay, this person is like this. Yes, it's very, very important. So don't be too too harsh, don't be too tough, just be simple, be yourself, don't be proud too. Like I said, be approachable. But as time goes on, you get used to your roommates. Then about food, for example, in my school, I'm using this title to advertise my school anyway. For example, in my school, we don't have just one cafeteria, we have varieties. So if you don't like food of this person, you can go to this other person, you can go to this other person. And if you would like, you want varieties of food, you can go anywhere. And if you want to eat from a particular place, you can as well eat from that place. So you don't have to buy from just one person. And then in other schools, they're only limited to um just the food in just one cafeteria or two cafeterias, but the same food for everybody. Endure all these things. Of course, it's not as if you are going to spend your life in the school. There are times when you come back home. When you come back home, you did something better. Yeah, you eat something better. For example, in Bangkok, I think they don't eat meat. It's not as if you not eat meat for the rest of your life. When you come back home, you would eat meat. In Covenant University, they don't use phones. I think they use laptop and tabs. When you come back home, you press your phone. So know how to endure things. It is not going to be forever. It's just for a period of time. In as much as you are not happy with the environment or the food is not sweet, just manage it like that. Anyways, you have cereals, you have provisions, and if you don't have provisions, just know how to endure things, and then you get over it later. In fact, you get used to the environment. Before in 100 level, I'll be like, oh, this food is not sweet, this is this is that, but later on I got used to it. So you get used to it, and then you'll find your own type of people, you'll find your own type of friends, and your roommates later will get used to you. Your roommates would vibe with you later on. So the last two things I would say, yeah, is first of all, follow rules and regulations, because some schools are very very strict with their rules and regulations. Don't do this, don't do that. If you go ahead and do it, they can expel you, they can send you out of their school, they can give you some punishments that you don't like. So follow rules and regulations. Now, I'm not telling you to bend rules. Oh, some people say, of course I won't break them, but I will bend it. Don't even bend it. Don't bend anything. Just follow rules and regulations. When I was in 100 level, they started this stuff that when it is 9 a.m., I think, yeah, nobody, no 100 level student should be in their hostel, whether you have classes or you don't have classes. And sometimes I want to rest, I want to sleep for a particular period of time. If I've not rested, I want to rest, I want to sleep, and then they are telling me to leave my hostel. So I have to wake up very early as 3 or 5, as the case may be, have my quiet time, have my morning devotion, pray. After that, if it is possible for me to go and bathe and dress up, I'll do that. And if it is not possible, morning devotion, they will ring the bell for morning devotion. That is how my school, they will ring the bell for morning devotion. You're going for morning devotion. Morning devotion is ending by 6:30. You come back, and then sometimes I'll feel very sleepy. So by 9 by 9 a.m. I must be out of the hostel. So they said because they want us to read and to have a very good CGPA. Anyway, some people it worked for them, some people it didn't work for them. So what I did, let me tell you what I did. So if I'm not having class, I'll go to the library, I'll sleep. I would sleep. Then I'll take a book, 1 or 2 books. I'll rest on it because I cannot come and deprive myself of sleeping or resting. And then when I wake up, sometimes I would read. Yeah, I would read till I think you come back to your hostel by 1 or 2. Yeah, that's 1 or 2 p.m. So I would read maybe to that particular point, and then if I have class, I'll be going for classes. Of course, by the time I come back, it will be like 5, 6, depending if we're having chapel activities or not. So it is very important to follow rules and regulations. For some schools which are very strict with their rules and regulations, please follow it. And if you're in a federal or state university where they don't even care about rules and regulations, you can do anything you want to do. But of course, they'll still have rules and regulations. Make sure you follow it and be of your best behavior. For those attending private schools, you cannot go out. Anywhere you want to go is within the school. Sorry. I'm attending a private school anyway. Follow rules and regulations too, because those people carry rules and regulations on their head like this, as if there is nothing else. Just follow rules and regulations. Know the rules and regulations in your school and follow it. Last thing I would say is that if you have passion for something, maybe writing, if you have a writing community in your school, you can as well join. But I will still say that if you know that it will not be convenient for you and it will distract you and you will not be able to balance, don't go. You can do it when you are in 200 level. But if you are a fresher, there are some things that you should not start yet. And for example, sports too. If you're interested in sports, you can go ahead for it. If you know that you can balance it, go for it. But if you know that you cannot balance it, don't bother. You can wait till your 200 level. It is not too late. So far as you are still in the school, it is not too late to join. Even if you later transfer to another school, you can still as well join what you are interested in and what you have passion for. So that is the end of my video. I may not have said the whole thing, but I hope with these few points of mine, I'm able to convince you and not to confuse you that these are the things that you need to know as a fresher. So I remain Ohunnla. Also, welcome to Let's Just with Ohunnla. If this is your first time watching my YouTube channel, you're welcome. Thanks for watching. And like I would always say, this is your safe space. We are in this together. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thumbs up. I love you all. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.